Welcome back to Dust Euphoria. Today we're going to have some fun catching up on all the amazing and wonderful dice that we found in the thrift store bins since our last haul video. We're going to start out with all the dice in a big glass bowl and we'll spill them out for you, and then I'm going to walk you through some of my favorites. So stay tuned. As I mentioned in the intro, I'm going to start with the dice in a big glass bowl. Then I'm going to spill them out so you can see all of them. Dice make such a wonderful sound that I'm going to be quiet during this part, and I will talk to you again after the spill. When we're going through the thrift store bins, finding dice is always one of my favorite things, and when I see them spilled out like this, it's easy to understand why. They're so much fun, they're so colorful, and there's such a wide variety. Not only in the colors, but also you have the numbers, you have the dots, you have letters, you have all kinds of like symbols and storytelling dice. It's just so much fun. I'll start by highlighting some of the unique colors that we've got. Obviously, the white ones and the slightly off-white are the most common. We get a lot of those. And then it's really a steep decline down to the next color. I honestly thought we'd be seeing more of these classical sort of clear red casino dice, but we haven't really seen very many. Ooh, here's a small one. It's really neat. This one has a big chip in it. Oh, two big chips. And in addition to the transparent ones, you know, we got some of the just regular red colored ones. Oh, this one's kind of neat. Look at this. It's a pseudo transparent. And I believe this, yeah, it's a Monopoly, a special Monopoly die. It's got a bus, the Monopoly Man, two Monopoly men, a bus, and then just 1, 2, 3. I'm not sure what that's used for. That's great too with all these dice. A lot of times, well, most every time I find them just in the bottom of the bins and I have no context. I have no idea what they go to. And sometimes they have weird symbols, limited numbers. They're missing some numbers and I have no idea why. But anyways, yeah, there's the classic clear red ones. And then also there's classic clear green that you know are pretty well known. And we've only gotten 3 of those. 2 of them are really small. And you can tell they're kind of old. The white's gotten a little yellowed over time, and the little pips, the little dots. But those are really neat. And then I really like, there's some red ones that have yellow. That's obviously an uncommon aesthetic, but one that turns up a couple of times. I believe we have one. Yeah, this one's a similar. It's sort of it's got gold, like metallic gold. And then it's actually the red part is wood. It's made out of wood, and you can see the grain, so it makes for a really attractive little die. And the corners are really rounded. That's one of my favorites. And let's see. One color that's probably more rare than it seems looking at this assortment is pink, and that's because these pink ones that we got, they all came together in a single bag. And I don't know if that's all of them. We got quite a few. Yeah, there's a few more. There's probably more one in there. But that's the only time I've seen these, was when we got all of these at one time. And I haven't seen any others. They're really neat. They're kind of a muted pink. They're not like a hot pink, but it's really nice. We'll spread those back in here. And then we've got orange. This one's kind of neat. Sort of rounded orange with yellow dots. I like that. Oh, here, look at this. It's a dark green with black dots. Feels kind of serious. I like that. And then you'll notice we do have some letter dice in here too. They're these small ones that are just kind of printed on the surface, and they're not, they're all basically off center. I don't know how you can be so consistently off on something like that, but they're all like that. Then we have some Scrabble dice. Let's see, I'll just grab a handful. You can tell by the points that are on them that correspond to the Scrabble tiles and Scrabble points. Ooh, there's even a blank one. And so this is from a Scrabble game where you just roll out the dice and then you spell what you can. Sort of like Boggle. And then we have these types of these types of polyhedron or whatever you call them dice. These look like they're 8-sided. And this is a common game. I forget what it is. Maybe seen it, I'm not sure. And this is another one that's I see quite often. It's just got little stickers on the different sides. Maybe that's Jumanji, I forget. And then you'll notice there's some of these that have the actual numbers on them, which is kind of fun and sort of different than the dots. And there's all different kinds of those. Oh, look at these. These are kind of unique. There's a black one. And then this one has like a neat marbleized almost texture on it. And let's see, we got some of these big ones. Oh no, actually only one of the big ones in here. Oh, it's got a big chip on that red one. And some of these just have shapes, colors. And once again, I'm not sure what the context is on those. Some of these are obviously some sort of activity. This looks like it may be a drinking game type die. Then some that just have photos, different people. Is that Clue? Those look like Clue figures. Then, ooh, check this one out. Got a little silver, looks like chrome. No colors at all. I like that, that's kind of fun. And then one thing we haven't seen a lot of are the multi-sided dice that are usually associated with Dungeons and Dragons and stuff. And so even the ones that we get, like this 8-sided dice, this is a 12-sided die, they look like they're from specific like board games. They're not D&D dice. So I'm guessing that people who have D&D dice hold on to them, and they don't wind up being donated to the thrift stores, even by parents or vindictive spouses. I'm trying to see if there are any other multi-sided. Yeah, there's an 8-sided. It's clearly not D&D, obviously. Oh, this one's one of my favorites. Look at this. Not only is it super tiny, but it's got the numbers as opposed to the dots. So that's really fun. I think a lot of these come from like travel versions of board games. And they come in little bins, little tins or plastic bins. And so everything has to be small. You see them sometimes with little tiny chess pieces for travel things, and even like Scrabble, little magnetic Scrabble games and stuff like that. So, but as you can tell by looking around, that's the only super tiny die we've gotten in the past few months. Okay, and maybe my favorite die of the whole thing is this one. It's the traditional clear red, but you'll notice it's hollow and it's got another little die inside. And so I'm assuming you can mix it up, and then you roll it, and then you have like a 1 and a 1. So you essentially can roll two dice at one time. Let's see if it comes up completely different. Yep, 3 and 4. Isn't that cool? And then if you turn it over, it's 1 and 6. So the little die inside is moving around. It's a wonderful concept and adds a fun element to the, just rolling of 2 die. I love that one. And let's see, yeah, I mentioned there's all these kinds of like story dice, I believe. I haven't looked it up fully, but I believe that's what they are. And they come in different sizes. This is the only super large one we have in here. I think we've seen others before. Oh, this is kind of neat. It's the bicycle brand, famous for their cards, poker cards. They've got it branded on the one. I noticed a lot of times they use the single pip one side thing to do branding and fun things. Or like on this one, I love this. They got the huge dots on this tiny little die, and then the one is just mammoth. Look at that. So big. Ooh, that one's cool. I think these are like backgammon, maybe the ones that go 2, 4, 8. They double 16, 32, 64. Got quite a few of those. Yeah, I think that's most everything I wanted to highlight. Oh, I like these yellow ones with the red. That's neat. And what I'm going to do to wrap things up is I'm going to pour in the dice that we featured in previous videos. I had those collected in a bowl, so we're going to add those to it, and that'll be most all of what we have. We still have some hauls I haven't gone through yet that they all have dice in them. I find dice on just about every trip that we make, at least one, and so there'll still be more, but this is all the ones that we've kind of processed or sorted so far. So let me get that bowl for you. Okay, look at that. Isn't that amazing? And this one has, I love these huge, like 20-sided letter dice. Oh, they're the best. Got a couple different sizes. They're real heavy, real solid. And then this one, oh, look at that. You've probably seen these before in previous videos. Sort of yellowish and transparent with yellow dots, and then it's got this Asian character on one side. It's fun. Actually, this one has a whole set of the boggle letter dice in it. Just fun. But all right. Ooh, look, a midnight. Oh, look at that. Amazing. I love these so much. Here's a brown one. This is definitely one of the funnest things that I've gotten into since doing the thrift store bin hauls, is finding all of these dice, and then putting them all together is so much fun. I can't wait to see it like a year from now, just how many there are going to be. Of course, we work these into our trinket boxes in our Etsy shop. These dice oftentimes make it into those. So there's a constant trickle or outflow from our stock, but the lump sum total is a gain that we're constantly gaining. Oh, if you saw one of our previous videos, you saw these like digital countdown dice. Oh man, this is probably one of my top 5. What's great is we got quite a few of them, so it's great to hold them all at one time and sort of get that whole countdown feel. Oh, there's another letter one. That's orange. Look at this, isn't that cool? Oh, look at that one. All right, I could do this all day. We don't want to do that, so let me fill these out. Look at this big foam. Okay, let's get these in here. Amazing. All right, look at that. Oh my gosh. How much fun is that? Wow, it's all solid. It's all dice. Can't hardly see the fabric underneath. Oh, I love it so much. Yeah, let me grab a few of these so I can show you what I was talking about. Isn't that funny? All right. All right, well, thank you so much for watching. We're going to do a couple other catch-up videos, including one with all kinds of trinkets. So it'll be about like this. It's going to be wild, random, crazy trinkets. So be sure to stay tuned for that. That should be coming up next, I hope. That's what I plan to do since I've got this little setup. And so yeah, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.